So this is our first video from the Your Perfect Life community. And I just wanted to welcome you, and I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? I should be looking over at that thing right there. Sorry about that. Well, you know, everything starts off with how it starts off, and then we figure things out from there. So, yeah. So welcome to Your Perfect Life. And if you don't think your life is perfect as it is, well, maybe that's why you're here. So we're going to be putting together an awful lot of awesome contributions for you in this community. And it's all for free here at the Facebook site. We'll be, adding things that you can spend money on later on. But here at this Facebook page, it's all going to be free for you. And what I'm planning on doing is every week putting in a video like this one, and we're going to call it 7 Spiritual Coaching Minutes. I've had a spiritual coaching practice since 2001. I started coaching in 1998, and I was working with my spiritual counselor, Jonathan Ellis, who's in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and we would meet up in the 21st floor of the tallest building in Ann Arbor, and it had this great big glass window right on the outside, and you could like lean into the glass and look straight down this building, and it was, it was a little bit spooky, a little scary, because, well, it was a long ways up. But Jonathan and I would sit there and talk, and that relationship has grown over these years. Since 1998 is when I started working with him. So every month we spend an hour sitting and talking as part of his spiritual counseling practice. And, he's my spiritual counselor. So about 2 or 3 years into my coaching practice, I started thinking, this is way more of a spiritual coaching practice, and I don't know anybody who does spiritual coaching. Like, is there even such a thing as such a profession as a spiritual coach? Because I was doing coaching from that sort of perspective of what has the most powerful meaning for my clients. What is it that they want to, embed in every aspect of their life and make so important for themselves that you could think of as their spiritual path? That was my intention when I decided, with Jonathan's help, to move from personal coaching into spiritual coaching. So I've had a spiritual coaching practice ever since, and kind of off and on. And I've decided at this point in my life that I really want to focus in that area, one of the 2 big areas for me. And so I'm starting 2-part spiritual coaching practice. And one part is this: to contribute in this kind of way, to post videos, and you'll be receiving daily emails, and just to really give as much as I can to your own path, your own spiritual path, the way that you really want to live it. And maybe I have some things to offer. I'm hoping that I do, that will be important for you. And I'm glad that you're here, that you joined me in this. So the other part will be the actual spiritual coaching sessions for people who want to become clients. And, don't worry about that right now. We'll talk about that down the road. But for now, this is what it's going to be about: focusing on your perfect life, and the sense that you have of how you want to imbue your life with the sweetest parts, the most dynamic parts and courageous parts that you think of that bring the most meaning to you and provide you with the most greatest, richest sense of spirituality in your life. Whatever that it means for you. It doesn't have to be a particular thing, a particular dogma or religious tradition or anything like that. It can be, of course, but it doesn't have to be, because what I'm really dedicated to, and have been in my own life for 43 years, and now helping other people, is to help people find their own path, to help you find your own path. and create that path in a radically personal way that fits exactly for you, day in, day out, week in, week out, year after year, starting from this point forward, to be positively selfish in creating your own spiritual life, your own spiritual path. Because other people can't decide for us what means the most for us. Other people can't tell us what our connection with our own spirituality, our own spiritual experiences is or means, or what the truth is that's held inside of those experiences for us. They can be guides and they can be helpful. But you know what I've come to believe is that my spiritual life is way more important than to turn it over to some big institution that's going to tell me whether it's a good spiritual life or not, or a valid spiritual life or not, whether I'm a morally okay person or not, in some institution's ideas about what that is. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in creating my own radically personal spiritual life. And I hope you are too. And I hope that's why you're here, because I'm invested in that kind of life path for myself and have been for 4 decades now. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I have a dear person in my life who said to me, you know, you really need to go down this particular path and accept this person as your savior and all that kind of stuff. And I just said, you know, that just doesn't work for me. So sorry to say that, but I appreciate that it's important to you, but it doesn't work for me. So 7 spiritual coaching minutes. Every week you're going to be able to see a video like this here on Your Perfect Life, and lots of other cool things. We're going to have spiritual coaching pajama night and question and answer times, and lots and lots of great resources that'll be posted here that you can take access and go check it out and see what it's like if it works for you. So I'm just a human being. I'm just working on this all myself, but I really love helping people discover this in their own lives, and I hope that I can help you. So thanks so much for joining us, and look forward to having you be part of Your Perfect Life. It's now 7 minutes and 30 seconds of the 7 spiritual coaching minutes for this week, volume 1. All right. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.